Hey, all, Johnny Mullet here with another video. Today we are doing a tune-up on a 6.2 liter Ford V8 engine. And I wanted to show you a couple things that I encountered that you may want to be aware of if you're doing a tune-up on your 6.2 liter Ford V8 engine. And one of the problems I found has to do with the coils. So let's go on over to the truck and we'll show you what's going on. So we are working on a 2012 model Ford F-250 Super Duty, and it has the big 6.2 liter engine in it. We're actually doing more than just a tune-up. We're doing some other work to it, but I wanted to show you, I'm not going to show you how to do the actual job, but I'm going to show you what, what it entails and what you got to do to get it done, and then I'm going to show you about these coils there, so hold on. So here is the engine after the air box is removed. The air box is, it goes to the air filter, big old tube, and there's two bolts that hold the air box into the throttle body. Real quick, I just want to let you guys know that these engines have 16 spark plugs. So, yeah, 16 of them. And it's not an easy job to do, but let me show you a quick rundown, basically, of what you got to do. So, I have this side pretty much apart. There's this electrical connector here. It's got this little red lock. A lot of times, it's really hard to get the lock out of there. So, what I do is I take a small pocket screwdriver and pop that little red thing back, and then you can squeeze the connector and pull it out. Even then, sometimes the connector don't want to squeeze. You can use the little screwdriver to pop it up and get it out of there. So once you get that out of there, there is a spark plug underneath this coil, and then this wire runs down the side of the engine where there are 4 more spark plugs on this side, 4 down this side, 4 over here, and 4 more over there. So basically it's a time-consuming job. It's like a 4-hour job. Once you remove the bolt, there's a bolt that goes right here. You pull the coil out, and you can disconnect the wire. And the spark plug you will find way down there in that little hole. So, let's see if we can get a light down there. So, there's your spark plug there. And then, we're going to go and show you the side of the engine. I was able to access the driver's side plugs through the top, but if you are comfortable and you can do it, you can access them right here through the wheel well. So there's a spark plug there. I'm working on that one back there. So pretty cool. Let me show you these coils. So when you get your wire set, you also get a new set of boots that come for the coils that we removed. And okay, that's pretty cool. New boots, and we got this little resistor here. I think that's a resistor. A new spring and a new boot. Well, what I've been finding so far is these coils, I don't know if it has to do with where you're living or, the rust belt or whatever, but after you get the boot off and get the coil and everything out, down in the middle is supposed to be that little tiny resistor. Well, after I started trying to tap it out, here's what we got. I want you to take a good look at that. All that crap is pretty much the inside of the coil and the plastic housing, and this is the little resistor that you're supposed to replace. So the problem is you got your new resistor here, but it's not going to fit inside the coil because all the guts came out of the coil when you tried to remove it. So what happens is the plastic gets brittle, it gets old, and it just falls apart. So the problem is now we have to replace 8 coils. So just to let you all know, if you have a Ford 6.2 liter and you run into the problem that I ran into with the coils, you're going to find that this job is going to be very, very expensive. Just alone with 16 spark plugs at $8 or $9 a pop, and then a $60 to $80 wire set, and with the coils being about $100 a piece, yeah. And then if you're paying a shop labor, you know, 4 hours of labor, maybe a little more, maybe a little less, depending on what's going on, who's doing the job, it can add up and get very, very expensive. So just want to let you guys know that that is a problem you can run into. So if you do have a misfire and you're trying to find it, the problem could be with your coils and not just the plugs. So keep that in mind. There are some deals online. I talked to the customer, and he wants to find a set of coils that he can get online a lot cheaper than I can get them. So if that's what he wants to do, that's fine by me. I don't mind if the guy wants to save a couple $100 and get his own parts from an online resource. A lot of people do it. It is what it is. So thank you all for watching. Hope you learned something today, and we'll see you next time.